Guys, please confirm all of you get my voice on screen. Those are attending online. Please check it, guys. All of you get my voice on screen. Guys, please respond. All of you get my voice on screen. Those are attending online. Please type in questions box. All of you get my voice on screen. Am I audible? Guys, please respond. All of you get my voice on screen. My voice is clear to all of you guys. Please check now.
Any background noise? Yeah, now check it, guys. Is it okay? Is my voice is clear? Fine. Thank you. Clear. Right, guys. Just give a minute of time. I'll start. Guys, now at present both are going on. Both online and offline both are going on at a time. Kiran, both the classes are going on, both offline and online. Okay. Right. Good morning, guys. All right, sir. And check it what we completed in the last session. Any idea? I think we started introductory part, introduction on Java programming language, and few, that means in introduction we started Java history. The topic is what? Java history we started in introduction part. Okay. Anyway, in the introduction, what exactly the topics are available? Java history, differences between Java and others. Then after that, what next one here? Java features, Java naming conventions, and Java programming format. These many concepts are existed. All right, sir. The Java programming format or Java naming conventions, I can discuss anything. First, anything next. No issues. All right. Next one is Java history. We started already. Java history we started, and a few points already are discussed about Java history. Right. Guys, now tell me, I'm asking one question to all of you. Now try to answer for it. So, on which year Java first version was released to the market? 1996, January 23rd. But on which year the Java work was started by Sun Microsystems? 1991. They have started to prepare a new programming language. What is the requirement of Sun Microsystems to prepare a new programming language? What is the requirement of Sun Microsystems to prepare a new programming language? They want to prepare softwares for electronic consumer goods. What are these electronic consumer goods actually? Cable TV switch boxes and remote controllers and some refrigerators and so on, some electronic goods. Okay, fine. Because of this reason, they started a project. What is the name of this project? Green project. They started a project. Name of the project is Green project. In that Green project, overall, how many members are gathered as a team? 25 members. These 25 members are led by two persons. What are the two persons now? James Gosling and Patrick Norton. Good. James Gosling is the head of the team mainly, but two leads are available, but head lead is whom? And James Gosling. That's okay, fine. Then, before starting their implementation part, before starting to create a new programming language, they want to implement some features on their new programming language. They want to implement some features on their new programming language. Mainly, three qualities or three features they want to implement on their new programming language. What three qualities they want to provide on new programming language? Simple programming language, tight-coded programming language, and architectural neutral programming language. These are three they want to implement on their new programming language. Then here the question is what they are thinking about simple programming language, what factors they included in simple programming language. Again, three factors they included in a simple programming language. What three factors they included here? What is the first one? Less execution time. Next one is what? Less memory. Third one is what? Lesser power consumption. Right, sir? What is the effect of this lesser execution time? Less execution time will improve overall performance of the end product or not? Next one, lesser memory will decrease the overall end cost of the end product or not? Cost of the end product will be reduced. Next one is lesser power consumption. Lesser power consumption will increase, will reduce maintenance cost of the end product or not? Because of these three reasons only, Sun Microsystems wants to prepare a new programming language as a simple programming language where they want to see less execution time, less memory, and what next one can know? Less power consumption. Clear, guys? All of you clear up to this point? No, I think up to this part only we completed, right? Up to this part only we understood, right? Good, nice. Now let's move on to the next one. What is this next one, sir? Actually, tight coded. Tight coded. What exactly the meaning of tight coded? I'll use some clarity now. Try to understand this clearly. What is the meaning of tight coded? I'm asking one question to all of you. Try to answer for it. In your academics, colleges, BTech or MCA or wherever it may be, there is a subject, data structures. If you're coming from non-computer science background also, don't worry. In somewhere else in your academic career, you might be heard the word data structure. Okay, data structure. Any data structures that you know? Stack, queue, linked list, trees, graphs, and so on and so on. Some algorithms with the operations over these data structures. Anyway, some data structures are available. Even if you're not aware about these data structures, don't worry. Just try to understand something is available. Something is available. The data structures are having operations. We are going to perform some operations with these data structures. In all the data structures, the basic operations are what? Adding an element, removing an element. Am I right or not? Add, remove. These two are common or not? In somewhere else, maybe update also possible. Okay, good. Observe carefully. Now, what I'm telling to you clearly, stack is one of the data structure. In stack data structures, mainly we are going to perform three operations. In stack data structures, mainly we are performing three operations. What are three operations here we are performing with the stack data structure? First one is what? Push operation. Second one is what? Pop operation. Third one is peak. P-E-A-K, peak. Of course, in general, we used to understand push and pop only. But there is a third operation, that is what? Peak. Peak is also one of the operations. Overall three operations. Tell me what are the three operations now? Push. Next one is what? Pop. Third one is what? Peak. What is push operation? Inserting an element. Push in the sense what? Insert. Just like it is a box. The stack is like a box where one element we pushed. That is nothing but push operation. What is pop operation? Remove, read and remove. Read and remove. What is top of the element and remove it? That is nothing but pop operation. Then what is peak operation? Just read but not remove. Only read but not remove. Just to know what is top of the element. I don't want to remove that. Just I want to know what is the top of the element. Following or not? Tell me what is push operation? Insert. What is pop operation? Read and remove. What is a peak operation? Read but not remove. Sir, got it or not? Listen carefully. Now I have a C programming language. C programming language I have. In C programming language, I want to implement stack operations. In a C programming language, I want to implement what? Stack operations. As you know already, there are three operations. What are the three operations now? First one is like what? No, push. Okay. Then second one is like what? No, pop. Second one is like what? No, pop. Third one is like what? No, peak. Observe carefully. Pop operation. And the third one is like what? No, peak operation. Right. Now, in C programming language, to perform push operation, nearly 20 instructions we have to write. 20 lines of code we have to write. If you want to perform push operation in C programming language, if you want to write code for push operation in C programming language, what we have to write there? How many lines of code we have to write there? 20 lines of code here we have to write. Got it or not? Similarly, if you want to perform pop operation in the same C programming language, if you want to perform pop operation, again we are going to take like what now? 20 lines of code we have to consume. How many lines of code we have to write now? 20 lines of code. That's fine. Similarly, to perform peak operation on average, again 20 lines of code here we have to consume. Guys, all of you respond for me. Totally, to implement a stack in C programming language, to perform stack operations in C programming language, how many instructions we have to consume totally? On an average, 60 lines of code. We have to consume 60 lines of code here we have to write. Am I right or not? 60 lines of code we have to write to perform stack operations in which programming language? No, C programming language. Good. Right, sir. But the same thing I want to do in Java. Same thing I want to do in Java. In Java, if you want to perform stack operations, what we have to do? No, observe carefully what I am going to do in Java. In Java, stack is a predefined class. Stack is what? No, predefined class. In C, stack is not predefined. That's why 60 lines of code we have written. But in Java, stack is what? No, predefined. Observe carefully. Stack S is equal to new stack object we created. Stack S is equal to new stack. That's it. Stack is created. Box is created. Next, I have to push an element to the stack or not? I have to insert an element into the stack or not? So here, what I have to apply there? I have to apply S dot push of some element A. I want to provide some element. Element name is like what? No, A. S dot push. Element name is what? No, A that I want to provide. My push operation is completed. Bargo. My push operation is completed. Batteries. No, this room. Batteries. Right, sir. My push operation is completed here. How many lines of code I have used there? One line of code I have used. Next one, S dot pop. Finish. My pop operation is completed. Which operation is completed there? No, pop operation is completed. Got it or not? Okay, fine. Next one is S dot peak. My peak operation is completed. That's it. All my stack operations are completed. Guys, observe carefully. All my stack operations are completed. Now tell me, in Java programming language, how many number of instructions we have used to complete stack operations? No, just 4 instructions. Am I right or not? Just 4 instructions. Overall 4 lines of code. But in C programming language, 60 lines of code we have written. But in the case of Java, how many lines of code? No, 4 lines of code. Clear or not? I've got the difference between the C and Java in this particular context. In the case of C, 60 lines of code. In the case of Java, only 4 lines of code here we are getting. Clear or not? I want to give one conclusion. Try to understand this conclusion. If any programming language takes less number of instructions to implement a particular requirement, if any programming language takes a less number of instructions to implement a particular requirement, then that programming language is tight coded programming language. If any programming language takes a less number of instructions to implement a particular requirement, then that programming language is called as what? Tight coded programming language. If any programming language takes a more number of instructions, if any programming language takes a more number of instructions to implement a particular requirement, to represent a particular requirement, more number of instructions to implement a particular requirement, then that programming language is called as loose coded programming language. Tight coded programming language and loose coded programming language. In the case of tight coded programming language, less number of instructions and more implementation. Less number of instructions, more results. In the case of loose coded programming language, more number of instructions, the same result. More number of instructions, less result. Less number of instructions, more result. More number of instructions and less result. Now tell me, I'm asking straightly one question. C programming language is what? Is loose coded programming language or tight coded programming language? Loose coded programming language. Now tell me, Java is what? Loose coded programming language or tight coded programming language? Tight coded programming language only. Java is what? No, tight coded programming language. That's it. Sun Microsystems wants to prepare their new programming language as a tight coded programming language. It means that in that programming language, we have to write less number of instructions, but we have to get more result. In this way, they want to prepare a new programming language. Sun Microsystems wants to prepare a programming language. There they want to see three features mainly. What are the three features they want to see on their new programming language? Simple programming language, tight coded programming language. Then what next one? Architectural neutral programming language. Where simple we understood. Simple in the sense three factors. What are the three factors? No, less execution time, less memory. Then what next one? No, less power consumption. Then after tight coded. What is the meaning of tight coded programming language? No, less number of instructions and more result. Less number of instructions, more result. In that way, they want to prepare that Sun Microsystem. They want to prepare a new programming language as a tight coded programming language. Yes, sir. All of you are following or not? All of you are getting clarity or not? Nice. Next one is what? Then after that, third point is what now? Architectural neutral programming language. Architectural neutral programming language. This one also here we have to understand clearly. Architectural neutral programming language. Guys, this is what I am telling to you. What Sun Microsystems perspection about to release Java programming language, I am telling to you, is a history of the Java. It is not at all useful in interviews. It is not at all useful in our project development. Just this is information point of view I am giving this topic as you are going to start Java programming language. Still I have not started Java programming language. Just I am about the history of Java programming language. Once if I complete this basic ground story, then I will start Java programming language and technical content we are going to understand. But this concept is also be more interesting for us. Why? Because how Java is coming into the picture, that all the points here I'm discussing now, right? First of all, now here we have to understand architectural neutral programming language. What is this architectural neutral programming language? That's my question now. Yeah, right. Let me explain one point here, one example. Just I'm asking one casual question to all of you. How many of you are coming from computer science background? Please raise your hands. Computer science background. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Computer science background. 6 or 7 members, or maybe less than 10 members. Okay. How many of you are from non-computer science background, guys? Nice, very good. I think yesterday might be in the last class, somebody else came to me. They asked me one question. Sir, I'm coming from civil background. I don't know anything. Is it that software industry is suitable for me or not? This is a proof, guys. Even by the time I given one statement to him, what was the statement there? In all companies, computer science students are only less than 15% only. Non-computer science students are occupying nearly 75%. I said to him, but he is in doubtful about my statement by the time. Now this is a proof. 75 members, 75% of the members are from Non-computer science. They are trying to learn Java. Am I right or not? Only 15, 10 members, less than 10 members are learning Java. That is, they are coming from computer science now. So the point is what? Software industry is a huge market, huge industry. If companies are decided to take only computer science students in their companies, no, 75% of the companies has to be closed. Are you understanding what I'm telling there? If companies wants to take only computer science students in their companies, no, 75% of the companies have to be closed, especially in India. Okay, so resources may not be sufficient. So what I'm telling there, by this, what I'm telling there, software industry is a open platform for everybody. Software industry, software platform is an open platform for everybody. Anybody else can come to the software industry irrespective of your background. Leave it. How it is possible? You may have one question in your mind. One example I'm telling to you. In Amirpet, I am taking these classes last 15 years onwards, and parallelly I worked with some companies. And before my Java classes here, I worked with some companies, 2 to 3 companies. I worked there. Forget about me. Myself is well qualified. BTech information technology, MTech in software engineering. So myself is related to this software industry. That's okay, good. And I was applied for PhD. Due to some reasons, I discontinued that one also because of this organization. Leave it. Okay, myself is not good. Leave this one. Myself came from computer science. Myself is not suitable for this example. But I can give one example. Before pandemic in my classes, how many students are used to sit now? More than 1,000 members are used to sit before pandemic, before Corona. Why I'm giving these figures, you'll understand clearly later on. Along with me, one more trainer previously at Durgasoft, he worked. Before pandemic, he worked at Durgasoft. One more trainer is available. He took Java classes along with me. In his classes also, how many members are used to sit? 700, 800 members are used to sit in his classes also. If you asked me what is his background actually, he came from biology background. He came from biology background. Even not completed his master degree. BSc, maximum, not even BSc, intermediate, then after BSc something else. Even I don't know exactly what he has done, but biology background. Got it? No. Biology background trainer is teaching Java to the students. No. What is the problem for software industry to take civil engineers or mechanical engineers or biology students? No. Any restrictions for it? So that's why what I am telling to all of you guys, what I'm telling to you, all of you guys, the point is your background is up to your exams and up to the completion of your academics. Once you are coming into the software industry, your technical skills are the matter. Your background story is hidden. If you perform well in front of that interviewer, interviewer will be attracted, interviewer will take you into the respective company. If you are not performed well in front of that interviewer, no, you will not be selected in that company. That only the measurement. Please remember this. But of course, 1 or 2 companies are available. They are checking your background also. But 90% of the companies are not checking whether you came from BTech mechanical or BTech civil or BTech something else, or MCA, or maybe any other back. They didn't thought about it. Just only they are thinking whether you are good or not, whether you have the respective percentage or not. To come for the entrance test, no, whether you are coming for with respect to percentage or not, that only they are checking now. But 1 or 2 companies definitely they will check. But majority of the companies are not checking your background. That is one thing. And if you keep at least 1 year of experience in your resume, if you put at least 1 year of resume in 1 year of experience in your resume, even your background is intermediate, even they are not worried about it. Once you are keeping 1 year of experience in your resume, your total academic background and academic story is hidden totally. They didn't thought of it. They are not going to think about our where we are coming and what we have done previously. They are thinking at present what we are doing. You are working with any company or not. Some other company has given opportunity for you, even though you came from some civil background. Some other company has given opportunity to you to work, to prepare a project. You are proved there. But again, new company is not going to check again and again the same thing. New company is going to check what you are doing at present, where we are working at present, whether really you are having knowledge on Java or not. You had real experience or not? Only they will check these points only. They will not check in your academics what you have done, whether you attended the classes regularly or not, whether you got the percentage like 99% or not. Nobody will think about it. Your 99 percentages or your 55 percentages and all these things are up to your academics passes only. But when you come for software industry, everything will be at one stage. But at present, whether you are performing well or not, if you perform well, you will be selected. If you are not performing well, you will not be selected. Sure. Equation is finished. So finally, what I am telling to you, forget about your past. Forget about your past. Start your journey as a fresher. Newly, you have to start your life. Think it is a second life. Think it is a second innings. Start your career properly. You are not at good at your academics. You are not good at your academics. You had only 50%. Definitely, some companies will take you. But you have to prepare well. You have to prove yourself. I am good at Java. If you show this good at Java information to that interviewer, definitely interviewer will select it. So that is the reason why I'm telling to you all of you guys, start your journey as a fresher. That means fresh journey we have to start. Then we can continue with that with a very good tempo. Next 5 to 6 months of time is crucial for all of you. If you want to give some experience or as a fresher, you want to go there, next 5 to 6 months of time is a crucial point, crucial time. If you plan well, you will be selected within 5 months of time. If you are not planned well, you will not be selected. Maybe it may take more time. Maybe may not be selected in any company. So this duration, for which intention we are coming here, what intention we are having to come here to attend these classes, no, this next few months of time is a crucial time. So if you plan well, then it will be good. Plan well in the sense, if you learn Java properly, perfectly, then your life will be very good. If you're not learning Java properly, if you're not attending the classes properly, your life may not be good. In the point of freshers, I'm telling that if you want to give experience, then this also be a good thing for you. 3 years of experience, if you want to keep there, next 6 months of time is crucial, much crucial for you. This is your life changing time. Don't neglect this time. Okay, leave it anyway. Let's talk about our content here. Architecture neutral. Okay, fine. You're all attending my classes here. Our point is what? Only less number of people from computer science. Then 75% of the people came from what? No, non-computer science. That's okay, good. In a non-computer science background, non-computer science also, in a non-computer science also, a number of branches are available. Mechanical, civil, electrical, electronics. Am I right or not? Number of subsectors are available. Okay, leave it. Now, my thing is what? My thing is what? If I made a condition in outside, I am starting Java classes now. Who are attending my classes? If it is a question, only computer science students are eligible to attend my classes. If I made this condition outside of my classroom, how many members are coming to my class now? Less number of members, less members or more members now? Here itself the proof is available. Only less than 10 members are attending this session or not? Okay. If I put a board in outside, any graduate is eligible to attend my classes. Any graduate is eligible to attend my classes. If I put this condition, if I put this relaxation, that means if I give this flexibility for the students now, then how many members will come to my class now? How many members will come to my class there? More members will come or not? More members will come here. This is a proof here. Already I shown that proof there clearly. Got my point or not? Similarly, Sun Microsystems wants to prepare a new programming language. If that new programming language is executing its applications on only one particular hardware system, if they give this condition, the Java programming language is working with only one particular hardware system. If this new programming language is going to work with only for particular group of people, not for all, that means for a particular operating system or for a particular hardware system, if they made this type of conditions, no, how many customers are identified for this particular programming language? Less customers or more customers? Less customers. Less customers. Am I right or not? But if the programming language will work on all the platforms and all the hardware systems, if I give this relaxation, my programming language will run its applications on all the operating systems, on all the hardware systems, on all the missions. no restrictions, then if I give this type of flexibility about my programming language, then how many customers are identified for my programming language? No. More customers or less customers? No. More number of customers are identified or not? More and more number of customers are identified or not? Now Sun Microsystems wants to prepare a new programming language. That new programming language should not be depending on any hardware architecture. It has to be compatible with all the hardware architectures. Got my point or not? Sun Microsystems wants to prepare a new programming language. It should not be depending on a particular hardware architecture. It must be neutral to every hardware architecture. It has to be work its applications on all the operating systems and all the hardware systems. In that way, they want to prepare their new programming language. Because of that reason, they specified the third feature of this particular programming language is what? No, architectural neutral programming language. Architectural neutral programming language means that application, that programming language allows its applications to run under all the operating systems, to run under all the hardware systems. Because of that reason, we can understand that programming language is what? Now, an architectural neutral programming language. Sir, all of you are getting my points or not? No response, guys. Right, fine. Now tell me three features of Java. That means three features are thinking about by Sun Microsystems to release a new programming language. What are the three features? Now tell me. Simple programming language. Second one is what? Tight coded. Third one is what? Architectural neutral. Now tell me, what is simple programming language? Less execution time, less memory, less power consumption. What is tight coded? Less number of intersections, more results. Less number of intersections, more results. Then what is architectural neutral programming language? Able to run on all the operating systems and all the hardware systems. Come on, guys, you have to answer for it. Able to run on all the hardware systems and all the operating systems. That's the meaning of like what? No, architectural neutral programming language. I'm not getting satisfaction about your answers. Come again, three features. What are the three features? No, simple, tight coded, architectural neutral. What is simple? Less execution time, less memory, less power consumption. What is tight coded? Less number of intersections, lesser code, more result. Lesser code, more result. Please remember this: lesser code, more result. Then what is this architectural neutral? Able to run on all the hardware systems and all the operating systems. Yes, sir. Clear or not? Can I move forward? Now tell me, in which year we are now? As per Java history, I'm asking. Don't say 2022. I'm asking as per Java history, when in which year we are now? 1991 only. Still they are not started their implementation. Just they are thinking what they want to implement. They define what they want to implement on their new programming language. Just they had a paper plan. Still they are not started their work. Okay. After completion of this total analysis part, they started to prepare this new programming language. They started to prepare this new programming language. Almost all 2 years of time they have taken. Total 1991 and total 1992 they took to prepare this new programming language. At the end of 1992, they prepared a new programming language. They completed their new programming language. Okay, after preparing this new programming language, they want to give a name to the new programming language. They prepared new programming language. Now they want to give a name to the new programming language. Observe carefully. Then what name they have given? There also be one story is available. Now try to understand it clearly. Now tell me, guys, who is the father of Java? James Gosling. What he thought actually when he sat at his cabin. The Sun Microsystem is a company, right? The Sun Microsystems has cabins for all their employees. At the same time, some cafeteria, might be some environment is available at Sun Microsystems. Am I right or not? Right, sir. When he sat at his cabin, he always likes to see one type of tree through his cabin window. He always likes to see one type of tree through his cabin window. The name of that tree is oak. Oak, O-A-K, oak is the name of the tree. So James Gosling thought of it. Why don't we give this name to our new programming language? Immediately he sent his proposals to Sun Microsystems. James Gosling has sent these proposals to Sun Microsystems, but unfortunately, what happened? Sun Microsystems has rejected this option from James Gosling. James Gosling has said to Sun Microsystems, I'm thinking I want to give work is a name to this new programming language. This proposal was given to Sun Microsystems, but Sun Microsystems has rejected that opinion. Sun Microsystems has rejected James Gosling's opinion. Then immediately Sun Microsystems has given some reason also. What was the reason that Sun Microsystems has given? Work is already one existing programming language name previously before 1991. Already one programming language is existed whose name is work only. If we give again the same name to our new programming language, automatically our new programming language lose its identity. People may thought of it, it may be an extension programming language from work programming language. Unnecessarily some problems will be created. So because of that reason, work is not the right name to our new programming language. Again, Sun engineers, again green project people are searching for the name for this new programming language. Meanwhile, what happened? Meanwhile, all the green project people, 25 members, they used to go for their cafeteria. They used to take one brand labeled coffee. That tea or coffee, don't mind about it. They used to take a brand labeled coffee. The name of that coffee is Java. While searching for the name for new programming language, all green project people, they used to go for their cafeteria at Sun Microsystems. They used to take one brand labeled coffee. The name of that coffee is what? Java. All of a sudden, they have a thought, why don't we search for other names for this programming language? Why don't we give the same name to our new programming language? Immediately, all team, the total team, green project team, they send this opinion to Sun Microsystems. Fortunate or unfortunate, Sun Microsystems has accepted that opinion, and finally they have given this Java as a name to the new programming language. By the time onwards, the name for this new programming language is what? Not Java. Java is the name they have given for this new programming language. Actually, this is what Java is. What? It's a coffee name. Am I right or not? It's a coffee name. But if you talk more about the Java, what's going to be happen? Java is a coffee powder name. Why this Java name to this coffee powder? Actually, in Indonesia, there is an island. Its name is Java. Frequently, we are able to see some earthquakes are going on at Java Island in Indonesia. That place is famous for coffee trees. That means coffee powder. So with that place name, that coffee powder was released to the market. Unfortunately, that coffee powder was used by Sun Microsystems cafeteria. Unfortunately, green project people have taken that Java coffee. Unfortunately, or fortunate or unfortunate, Sun Microsystems has given name for this new programming language is what? Java programming language. There is no separate abbreviation for JAVA. Unfortunately, some interviewers are asking this question in interviews. Don't felt for it. Some interviewers are asking, tell me the abbreviation for JAVA. Don't felt for it. No abbreviation for JAVA. Some kind of answers they are giving also in outside. In internet might be so many answers are coming. All these are fake answers only. As per the Sun Microsystems documentation, Java doesn't have any abbreviation. Java is what actually? It's a coffee powder name. It's a place name in Indonesia. Yes, sir, got it or not? Still, if you want to get some proof about the Java, why the Java, no? I will give one symbol. What is that symbol? No, try to observe carefully. If we observe this clearly, Java symbol. If you observe clearly the Java symbol, what you are able to see the Java symbol. Sir, I'm telling you, I'm not good painter, but I'll try to manage these diagrams for our better understanding purpose only. But try to analyze it. Analyze in the sense, just at least tune for this. What I'm trying to show. I think you are getting some clarity what I'm trying to draw. Huh? Don't ask to me, sir, whether it is a tea or coffee. No, even I too don't know. Even James Gosling also not aware about it. Just they said some cup, saucer, and flames. That's it. So this is a symbol for Java. Hot coffee. Yeah? I will come for that also. There is other name. I will come for that also. Wait for it. So this is a symbol for Java, guys. Why this symbol is coming now? Why this symbol is coming now? Tell me why this symbol is coming. The name of programming language is what? Java. What is this Java actually? Coffee. Coffee in the sense coffee powder name. That is a place name actually. Because of these reasons, they capture this is a symbol for Java. That's it. Okay, fine. Leave this point here. Okay, fine. Logo or whatever it may be. But the same symbol might be people are customizing in a short forms or in a different shapes. Finally, cup, saucer, frames. Finally, cup, saucer, frames might be in different symbols they used to provide. Not required to think about it. This is a symbol for Java that you have to understand. Cup, saucer, frames. That's it. Okay, leave this one. Finally, what happened there? Now tell me here where we are now. At which year we are now? We are at a 1992. Programming language was prepared. They are given name for this programming language is what? Java. Then after that, immediately what some people have done there? Immediately, some people have prepared first product on Java programming language. They prepared very first product on Java programming language. What is that first product they prepared here? The first product on Java is a star 7. Star 7 is a remote controller. The very first product was prepared by Sun Microsystems on Java programming language. That first product is what now? Star 7. What is that star 7 actually? It is a remote controller. It is a remote controller. Yes, sir, got it or not? It is a remote controller. Unfortunately, what happened? The star 7 product is a failure product. No customer is identified to take this particular product. Even Sun Microsystems has waited nearly one and a half year of time. 1.5 year of time they waited to find customer for this particular product. Total 1993 they waited, and up to mid of 1994 also they waited. 1993 and mid of 1994 they waited. No customer is identified it. Got my point or not? 1.5 year of time they waited to find a customer. Even a single customer is also be not identified. Now it is a suicide case to the Sun Microsystems or not? Tell me, yaar, what I'm asking, no? Suicide case for Sun Microsystems or not? Yeah, that is the situation there, right, sir? Then immediately they are in thinking about their product. Why this product is failed? Why this product is failed? What is the problem with this product? They are thinking about it. Now where we are now? Tell me, at which year we are now? Mid of 1994. We are at mid of 1994. Observe carefully. In the mid of 1994, there is a boom for browsers in outside market. In the mid of 1994, there is a boom for browsers. What happened? In mid of 1994 only, that internet era was started. 1992, 1993, 1994. That internet era was started in outside. When it comes to the India, in 2000 to 2001 years, internet era was started in India. 2000, 2001 on this year. Right or not? But in abroad, in outside of India, in 1992, 1993 only, that internet era was started. See, internet era in the sense, what is mandatory? If you want to access that internet, then what is mandatory? Browser is mandatory or not? Browser is mandatory. When there is a boom for internet, automatically there is a boom for browser or not? There is a boom for www or not? What is this www? World Wide Web. There is a boom for www in the sense automatically boom will be increased for browsers or not? Through this browser only we can access the www. Am I right or not? We are able to see everything about this www through this browser only. So there is a very good boom for these browsers actually. In mid of 1994, only one browser is available in market, guys. Only one browser is available in the mid of 1994. What is that browser there? Mosaic. Not one browser, but a famous browser is Mosaic. Mosaic is a browser. That browser is getting more demand in the mid of 1994. What is this Mosaic browser actually? Who has provided this Mosaic browser? This Mosaic browser was provided by Mark Anderson. Mark Anderson. Who is this person actually? Not James Anderson, guys. Who is that James Anderson? James Anderson, Javana. England bowler. Cricketer, right? But now here he is what? He is Mark Anderson. Mark Anderson. Who is this person actually? This person is, guys, observe carefully. This person is final year undergraduate student at Illinois University. At Illinois University, Chicago, Illinois University. He is an undergraduate final year student. As part of his project work, he went to Netscape Communications is a company. As part of his project work, he went to Netscape Communications. As part of his project work, he prepared that particular Mosaic browser at Netscape Communications. Yes, sir. Got my point or not? So this is the browser, and this browser is getting more demand by the time. To prepare this browser, Mark Anderson took $6.25 per hour. To prepare this browser, Mark Anderson took $6.25 per hour. Even that concepts also be provided by Sun Microsystems. You can understand it clearly. So in the mid of 1994, this browser is getting more demand. This is the more famous browser in outside. By the time Sun Microsystems is thinking about it, Sun Microsystems thought of it, there is a very good boom for these browsers in outside. Less number of browsers are available at present now. So why don't we prepare our own browser to get more demand? Why don't we prepare our own browser? As per the market situation, browsers are required, but only one browser is leading the market. So why don't we prepare another browser in our own way? Then by that, Sun Microsystems thought of it, they want to prepare a new browser. In the mid of 1994, they want to prepare a new browser. That browser responsibility was taken by Jonathan Payne and Patrick Nathan. Jonathan Payne and Patrick Nathan. These two members have taken the responsibility to prepare what? A browser, a separate browser. In the mid of 1994, they started preparation for new browser. Who are these persons here actually? Jonathan Payne and Patrick Nathan. Again, this name you heard, right? Now James Gosling is not in the picture now. James Gosling already gone. Now who is the person who is taking the responsibility of all internal things now? Jonathan Payne is taking, sorry, Patrick Nathan is taking the responsibility of preparing new browser. Yes, sir. Got it or not? Okay, fine. They started preparing new browser. They took nearly 1.5 year of time again. 1.5 year of time again they have taken. Yes. Work. But the class is at 11:30, up to 11:30. Tomorrow you will come, no? Right. Thank you. All right, yes. Then where we are now? Now tell me. Here, browser, they started preparing this browser up to might be 1.5 year of time they have taken to prepare this browser. At the end of 1995, they prepared a browser. At what time they prepared a browser, sir? Now tell me. At the end of 1995, they prepared a browser. 1995 end, we can understand clearly on December 25th nearly. Exactly, I think so. Roughly, I'm telling there. December 25th, they prepared a browser. They announced that browser to the market. December 25th, 1995, they announced a browser to the market. What is the name of this browser? The name of this browser is what? Hard Java. The name of this browser is what? Hard Java. This is a hard Java browser. Includes Java name or not? By that, people are thinking that Java versions were released in 1995 December. Because of this confusion only, people are thinking that Java was released in 1995. But actually, it's not in 1995. This is what browser was released on 1995 December month. Roughly, I'm telling that 25th is the date. I think so, as per my knowledge, as per my information. 25th December 1995, they released a hard Java browser to the market. Then when a hard Java browser was released to the market, right, people are talking about this hard Java browser, and a very good demand is going on for this hard Java browser. By the time that browser is getting somewhat famous in outside, then immediately people are thinking about it, how hard Java browser was provided, how hard Java browser was released by Sun Microsystems. How hard Java browser was released by Sun Microsystems. My guys, how hard Java browser was released by Sun Microsystems. What technology they have used to prepare this particular browser. All people are thinking about it. Then finally, all the members came to know Sun Microsystems had a new technology, new programming language. That is what? Java programming language. On the base of Java only, this hard Java browser was prepared. In Java also, especially which feature they have used to prepare this hard Java browser, that new feature is what? Applets. The feature is what? Applets. Nowadays it is totally outdated content, but anyway, by the time applets is a new feature inside the Java programming language, by using the applets only, they prepared this new browser. By the time people are talking about Java programming language. APPLETS, applets. It's an outdated topic inside the core Java. Don't worry for that. By using that applets only, a new browser was prepared. By the time all people, all customers are thinking about it, what they have used to prepare this browser, finally they came to know that the internal technology for this hard Java browser is a Java programming language. By the time people are talking more about Java programming language. In that way, Java programming language is much popular in outside market in 1995 December month. Then finally, Sun Microsystems received a number of requests from all the customers. Why you are not releasing that Java as a programming language to the market? The number of people, number of customers are giving this kind of might be request to the Sun Microsystems. Finally, Sun Microsystems decided Sun Microsystems wants to release the Java programming language to the outside market. For that, they have fixed the time, they have fixed the date. Right. Finally, they decided they want to release the first version of Java to the outside market in 1996, January 23rd. They have taken the responsibility. They introduced Java as a programming language to the market with the software named as JDK 1.0 version. What is the first version of the Java? JDK 1.0 version. And which year it was released there? 1996, January 23rd. First version of the Java was released to the market. Yes, sir. All of you are getting my points or not? First version of the Java was released to the market in 1996, January 23rd, with the name JDK 1.0. Then after 1.5 years of time, 1 year or 2 years of time, JDK 1.1 was released there. Then after again 1 year or 1.5 year of time, JDK 1.2 version was released. But listen carefully, in JDK 1.2 version, huge number of changes are provided. More and more number of features are included there. In 1.2 version only, J2EE and J2ME were provided. Initially, J2SE only is existed, that is JDK. In 1.2 version of Java onwards, J2EE platform was introduced. J2ME platform was introduced. These two are introduced along with the 1.2 version of the Java. So more number of changes are available in 1.2 version or not? More number of features are included in 1.0 version or not? So because of that reason only, from that point onwards, J2SE, J2EE, that number 2 is available now. That number 2, that is the significance of this particular 1.2 version. Yes, sir, got my point. Before that, Java SE or something else is going on, but that number 2 was included inside this to represent that 1.2 version is getting more and more number of features. That's why J2SE, J2EE, J2ME. That's it. That number 2 is available like that. Then after a few years of time, 1.3 version was released with a number of features. No, again 1.4 version was released with a number of features. No, again 1.5 version was released there. When 1.5 version was released, again few more updations are provided. More number of updations are provided in 1.5 version. So because of that reason, to give some significance for this 1.5 version, they have changed the name of this programming language like what? No, JDK 5.0. They're not using 1.5. They are saying like what? No, 5.0. Understand that version change here. Up to 1.4, 1 point only. But 5 onwards, 5.0. I get my point on it. 5.0 and some other updations are available inside this 5 version. Then after that again like what? No, like 6.0. From that point onwards, 6.0, JDK 6.0, 7.0 and 8.0. Again when it comes to the 8.0, again more number of updations are available. Java 8 version is also be one of the leading version of the Java. 8.0 is also be getting more demand. 8.0 or 1.8, okay, no issues there. Then after that 1.9 is a normal version, 1.10 is also a normal version. At 11.0 again more number of features are included. Long run support is provided. Long run support is provided by Oracle Corporation. Then afterwards 11.0 is a major version in this overall sequence. And then after that 12, 13, 14 are okay normal. Up to 18 version, no effect is going in, no more like enhancements are available. less number of enhancements are existed inside like what now remaining versions, but 1.8 version, 1.11 version is getting more and more number of versions there. Now tell me, what are the milestone versions of the Java overall? 1.0 is the language introduction, 1.2 is a milestone version, 5.0 is a milestone version, Java 8 version is a milestone version, Java 11 version is a milestone version. From Java 11 onwards, Java is a bit paid version. From Java 11 onward, Java is a bit paid version, but it is not licensed for all the students, for all the individual developers. But in the corporate sector only, this is a paid version. Java is a licensed one in the corporate sector only from its 11 version onwards. But for the individual use and for the student point of view, the Java is a freeware still. Yes, sir. All of you are getting my point or not? Now Java is coming in two flavors. What are the two flavors now? Open JDK and Oracle JDK. Oracle JDK is a licensed one. Open JDK is a free version. All students can use this Open JDK. All individual developers can use Open JDK. But if you want to come into the companies now, in that companies Oracle JDK they have to use. They have to take license now. Yes, sir. All of you are getting my point or not? In Oracle JDK, all features of Java are included, including security features, no? But in Open JDK, majority of the features are available, but security related features are not going to be included inside this Open JDK. Why? Because in the student point of view, security features are not required. That's why they made it as a Open JDK, that is a freeware. Oracle JDK is what now? Is a licensed one. But that licensed one is up to corporate sector only, not for normal use. Yes, sir. All of you are following or not? So this is a brief story about this Java programming language. This is a total scenario about the Java programming language. That means history of the Java. Guys, all of you are getting clarity what I given the information there? Totally. And which year Java first version was released to the market? 1996. On which date now? January 23rd. That's it. Right, guys. Now that information was once again I'm telling there. This is not much useful in the point of your interviews, not much useful in the point of project development. This is only for the sake of your knowledge purpose I'm giving. As I know, if I'm not talking about this, it may not be fulfilled. 100% it is not fulfilled. That's why I'm giving total information. Now onwards, we are going to understand the actual technical concepts. Now try to recognize this. The actual syllabus already started, guys. In introduction, one topic we completed, that is Java history. Now we are going to talk about what now? Differences between Java and others. Right. All of you ready? All of you ready to start that Java? Difference between Java and others? Right. Right, sir. Guys, now I'm asking one question to all of you. Try to answer for it. You are learning Java course here. After that, what you have to do? Job, directly job now. Who will take you directly without interviews? Huh? And completing core Java, completing Java at Durgasoft is sufficient to get a place in company. No? First, they have to check your knowledge or not. Whether you are coming from Durgasoft or some other exposure institute, that doesn't matter. Whether you are right person or not, they have to check. Definitely, they will check your knowledge. So they have to conduct interview. Am I right or not? Okay. In our academics might be or maybe at present, if you go for an interview, first directly interview will ask you, can you give your resume? Definitely you have to submit your resume. They will check your resume. In general, your resume is what you use to specify the technologies part now. What you use to specify the technologies part in your resume in general. In general, I'm telling that. Might be. By the time of preparing resume, our tempo would be what? By seeing my resume immediately, the company has to call me to for the interview. This you are thinking. Because of that reason, was used to specify inside the resume, the technology skill set part is available. There you used to specify C, comma, C++, comma, Java, comma, core Java, comma, advanced Java, comma, and Hibernate, Spring Boot, microservices. Then what next one? The total full stack testing tools, .NET, Python, anything, whatever the names you know. Every name used to specify in the resume. Am I right or not? By the time of preparing resume, our temptation will be like that. I want to get placed immediately in a company, so that I need to prepare resume with a strong mode. Because of the strong mode, we used to specify all the technology set. So think a minute about it. Once you are giving these many technologies in a resume and you are giving that resume to that interviewer, what is the meaning of it now? you are saying to that interviewer, I am master in all these technologies. I have knowledge on all these technologies. You are giving indirectly this information to the interviewer. So interviewer is having right to ask questions on all the technologies or not. Then immediately by seeing your resume, first by seeing the technology set, if you specify like this, no technology set, immediately interviewer will give a smile to you. Sure. In that smile, you can identify a number of meanings. No? But some of you might be thought about it. Interviewer is more comfortable with me. That's why he's smiling at me. Okay, that good sense. If you are thinking like that, it's okay. It's a good thing. In front of that interviewer, if you feel comfortable, that is good thing. If you are uncomfortable in front of the interviewer, that is bad thing. Whatever the thought you are having, that doesn't matter. Whether you are comfortable with that interviewer or not is the right thing. Okay, good, nice. Then after that, what next one there? After that, immediately interviewer will ask to you, hey, you specified these many technologies. Are you comfortable with all the technologies or not? Of course, as we specified in the resume, then you have to say yes only. You should not say no. If you say no, what is the meaning of it? No, you specified something in your resume, but you are saying no, then it's the meaning of like you are inconsistent or not. Then interviewer will not accept it. Definitely, you have to say yes. Okay, we said yes. Then immediately the very first question. You have already specified C, C++, Java, and all the programming languages. Already we have C and C++. Then why nowadays people are using Java programming language? Why you are coming for Java interview? Immediately interviewer have right to ask this particular question. Already you have C and C++ there in outside. Why Java is coming? Why we are selecting Java as your programming language? That means why Java is special? Tell me the differences between C, C++, Java. Interviewer is having right to ask this particular question. If it is a freshers interview, definitely interviewer will touch this question. I think if some of you are attended some interviews there, you might be faced this question from that interviewer also. Then by the time, at least we have to open our mouth and we have to give some information about these differences minimum. We have to open our mouth and we have to talk about these differences as we specified. C, C++, Java in a resume. And nowadays might be Python also. At least we have to open our mouth and we have to give some information about it. Yes, sir, got it or not? This is point number one. Point number two. You are attending courses at Durgasoft. You came from different places, might be throughout India. You are attending these courses at Hyderabad. Your father may ask to you, your father may made a call to you at night and he may ask to you what you are doing at Hyderabad. You might be saying, then I'm learning Java course at Hyderabad. Why you are selecting Java, any other programming language? Tell me some other programming languages now. C, C++, Java. Why you are learning Java directly? Why you are not for C programming language? At least to your father, you have to give some answers or not. Giving information that interview is secondary, just leave it. But today might be your father is paying payments behalf of you. He might be have rights to ask to you. Then why you are learning Java over C and C++? At least you are responsible for that or not? By the time what you have to give? At least to give some answers to your father, you have to learn this particular concept. Yes, sir. Got my point or not? All right. So that's why here I provided 9 number of excellent differences between Java and others. 9 number of differences I prepared actually. And how this concept is useful for you in the point of interviews, in the point of might be some discussion with your parents, that's okay. But apart from that, how it is useful, I'll give one more point. One rumor is going on in outside market. What was the rumor there? If you want to learn Java, first you have to learn C++. If you want to learn C++, first we have to learn C. So our chain of technologies should be first C, next C++. After that only Java you have to learn. Maybe your elders may give this type of information. Somebody else may give guidelines like this. But this is totally a wrong information. It is a totally wrong information. Nobody is prepared Java programming language with the interdependency on C++. Nobody has prepared C++ with the interdependency on C programming language. This chain of technologies is our creation. No relationship is existed between C, C++, and Java. C was provided by one company, C++ was introduced by another company, Java was provided by some other company. Even to form this kind of relation, we thought of it, all three technologies are not came from a single company. All three are provided by three different companies. Unfortunately, our Amirpet, maybe our students at Amirpet, they are creating this kind of relationship. That's why here itself I'm confirming to all of you guys. To learn a Java programming language, no need to have any prerequisite. No need to have any prerequisite. I said to you in the very first class, just if you know what is computer, what is keyboard, and what is mouse, and where you switch the computer, that's sufficient. That's sufficient. You can start your learning for Java. And one more thing I'm telling to you clearly, Java is a version, but for that entire version, only one door is available. That door is a core Java. That is entry point for Java. That is an entry point for programming languages. Understand my point here now? So we cannot say C is an entry point for software industry. That C is totally outdated at present here. No need to learn C programming language. You can think of it the fresher, in the fresher point of view, in the point of entry for software industry, we can think of it core Java is an entry point. Core Java is what now? An entry point. All of you getting my point or not clearly? So that's why without having any dependency, you can learn, you can start Java programming language. But still, if you are thinking C, C++ are required to learn Java, I'm taking the course like what no differences between Java and others, where I will use the required part of C programming language. Afterwards, I will go for Java programming language. By this confusion will be resolved here itself. 1 or 2 days after I'm going to take this particular topic. No, here itself your confusion will be resolved. C is not at all mandated to learn Java programming language. I want to confirm this point with this particular topic. That's why I've taken this particular topic. So multiple advantages are available with this. Right, sir. Anyway, the very first difference here, what I'm trying to say now, very first difference is what? C and all of you guys observe carefully. C and C++ are static programming languages, but Java is a dynamic programming language. Java is what? A dynamic programming language. C and C++ are static programming languages, but Java is what? A dynamic programming language. Okay. All of you ready to understand this answer? Some of you are already looking their watches now. Don't worry. 15 minutes of my time is available. So I have to consume your 15 minutes of time. Afterwards, I will leave you. You can do anything. But up to the time, you have to look at my face. If you're not interested to see my face, at least see that monitor screen. Of course, my face is very much beautiful, I know. Huh? Right, sir. All of you ready? No response. Right. By the way, I'm giving one small information to all of you guys. After 1 week to 10 days of time, I will take these classes as is at what time? 8:30 to 10 o'clock. Please remember this, because of my busy schedule, I'm taking these introduction classes in at what time they know? 10 o'clock. But actual timing for this batch is 8:30 to 10 o'clock. After 10 days of time, I will conduct your classes at 8:30 to 10 o'clock. Please remember this point anyway. Okay, fine. Let's come for this static programming language point of view. Before understanding C, C++, Java, before C, C++, Java, forget about C, C++, Java, we have the statement static programming language, dynamic programming language. What is static programming language and what is dynamic programming language? I want to know. What is static programming language and what is dynamic programming language? I want to know. Listen carefully, guys. All of you know. All of you listen carefully. First of all, I will give a statement. After that, I will give explanation for that statement. Now try to listen carefully. If any programming language allows its applications to provide memory allocation for the primitive data at a compilation time, that a programming language is a static programming language. I know it is somewhat difficult at present, no, at this moment, but I'll give you clarity. But come again, what is the definition I've given? If any programming language allows memory allocation for the primitive data at a compilation time, that programming language is called as what? A static programming language. Come again, what I said to you? If any programming language allows memory allocation for primitive data at a compilation time, then that programming language is what? Static programming language. So definition is okay, but I'm totally new for two statements, two words here. What are the two words I'm totally new know? One you are saying primitive data types, other one you are saying compilation time. Memory allocation I know, memory will be assigned for the some data, that I know, but compilation I don't know. Secondary is what now? Primitive data types I don't know. Can you please give clarity on these two? Then I can understand definition. If you want to understand definition, we have to clear about these 2 points, no, right? Okay, sir. Good. As per our information, I want to give one simple diagram. By this, we can understand clearly. All of you guys, observe carefully. Observe carefully. I'm going to give one simple diagram. Try to understand it clearly. All of you know. Very, very simple diagram. For example, I have written a C program. I have written what now? A C program. C program in the sense some name dot C as an extension or not? No response, guys. Extension for the file is what? Dot C. Dot C is an extension or not? Okay. Now tell me, who will write this program, sir? Who will write that program? Developer or not? Arey yaar, who is writing programs now? Developer only. We are writing the program. Am I right or not? How we write the program? In a high level representation or not? In our understandable language or not? In our understandable representation, we are writing the program or not? Observe carefully. My understanding representation is what? Say, for example, int I is equal to 10. Is a statement or not? Int I is equal to 10 is in my understanding or not? Int, integer, I, variable, is equal to operator. 10 is a constant. Semicolon is a terminator. My understandable or not? Okay, good. Right. Nice. All right, sir. Now tell me, whenever we have written a program, who will execute that programs actually? Who will execute that programs? No. Observe carefully. To execute a program, we require one engine or not? Come on, guys. We need one engine or not? Definitely, we need an engine. To execute C programs, we need C engine. To execute C programs, what we have to use there? C engine. Am I right or not? To execute C++ applications, we need a C++ engine. Similarly, to execute Python programs, we need a separate engine, Python engine. Python engine. In other words, it is called as a PVM. PVM. Python programs are executed by an engine called as a PVM. What is that PVM now? Python virtual machine. PVM is what? Python virtual machine. Similarly, to execute Java programs, we are going to use a special engine. That engine is a Java engine. In other words, that engine is called as what? JVM. What is that JVM? Java virtual machine. PVM is what? Python virtual machine. Clear or not? So to run a C programs, we need an engine. That engine is what? No, C engine. That's very clear. Now C engine is performing execution or not? C engine is performing execution or not? Execution. That's okay, fine. Here I wrote the program. Right, sir. Sorry. Here we write the program. We write the program in a high level representation. This is in a high level language, high level representation. We write the program. Now program must be executed by engine. Observe carefully. The C engine is able to understand only low level representation, mission language. It able to understand, it able to execute only mission language, low level representation. That would be like what now? Zeros and ones. This zeros and ones is a high level representation or low level representation? Low level representation. Okay, low level representation. Observe this clearly. All right, sir. Good. Then here what is going to be happen? When I give the C program to the C engine has to execute this program, and the C engine has to provide some output. By the execution of the program, some output here we have to get. Am I right or not? Right. By the execution of this, we have to get some output. Clear or not? Okay, fine. Now observe carefully. We write the program in which language? No, high level representation, high level. But the C engine required program in which level? Low level. If I give high level program to the C engine, is it possible for C engine to execute my high level program? Is it possible for C engine to understand my high level representation? It required the program in zeros and ones. But here what we provided there? Int I is equal to 10. That is our understandable representation. that our understandable representation is not understandable to the C engine. C engine understandable representation is not understandable to the user. So here some problem is coming or not? Here some incompatible problem we are getting or not? Everybody has to respond for my question. Incompatible problem is getting or not? Right, sir. Exactly in this particular situation, in this particular situation, our program will not be executed. In this particular situation, our program will not be executed. But I want to execute my program now. If we want to execute our program, then we need a translator to translate our program from high level representation to low level representation or not? Come on guys, if I want to execute my program, I need a translator to translate a program from high level representation to low level representation or not? Right, now assume it this is a translator. This translator, to this translator if we give that Java source program, that means a .c file, C program to the translator has to translate that program from high level representation to low level representation. That low level represented code will be provided in the form of a file. That low level represented code will be provided in the form of a file. That a file should have the extension like what? No, .exe. That file should have the extension like what? No, .exe. Inside this .exe, which code is available, sir? Directly mission code is existed or not? Inside this .exe, mission code is existed or not? Come on, guys, you have to respond for mine. Right, which code is this? Is no, is that mission code or low level code or not? Low level code is existed. Whenever this low level file, whenever this .exe file is generated, the .exe file must be provided to C engine. Now C engine will execute that program. C engine will give some output clearly. C engine will give some output. Am I right or not? Now tell me here. Here translator is required or not? Right, sir. Here translator is required. What exactly the job of this translator, guys? Now tell me. What is the job of the translator? Now tell me. Translating program from high level representation to low level representation. This is like what? No, low level representation. Now exactly whatever the translator here we have taken, the total process of translation is nothing but like what? No, compilation. The translator could perform what? Compilation. What is the meaning of compilation? Now tell me. What is the meaning of compilation? What is this compilation actually? Translating our program from high level representation to low level representation. That is the job of the compilation. Am I right or not? Right. Compilation is having another activity, another responsibility. That is what? Listen carefully, guys. Who has written the C program, sir? Developer or user? Now tell me, who is this developer? Is a human being or God? God, huh? You want to become as God, no? Human being. A developer is what? Human being. What is the fundamental right for human beings, no? Committing mistakes or not? Doing mistakes is a fundamental right for human being. Am I right or not? So you wrote a program, sir. Will you give any guarantee no errors are coming in my programs always? Will you give a guarantee always my program doesn't have any error? Will you guarantee? Even for James Gosling also it is not possible. If you are getting more a number of errors, you are the good developer. If you are getting less number of errors, you are not good developer. Think about it. Okay, anyway, having errors is a common in our programming. Am I right or not? Getting errors is not the mistake from your side. Think about it. But without checking the errors, trying to execute the program is a mistake. Without checking the errors and trying to execute the program is the problem. So because of that reason, before starting our execution part, first we have to check whether our program is having errors or not. We have to check whether our program contains any error or not. We have to check it or not. Right? That error checking responsibility would be given to compilation. Now tell me guys, in compilation, two responsibilities are available. What are the two responsibilities? No, one is the translating our program from source, so that means high level code to low level code. Second one is what? Error checking. Second one is what? No, error checking. These two things are nothing but compilation. After compilation of the C program, which file here we are getting? No, .exe file we are getting. When we execute the .exe file, we are able to get output. Clear or not? Right, sir. The time when we perform compilation, The time when we perform compilation is called as compilation time or not? The time when we perform compilation is called as compilation time or not? The time when we perform execution is called as runtime or not? Execution time is also be called as runtime or not? Please understand my terminology now. The time when we perform compilation is called as compile time. The time when we perform execution, that is called as what? No, runtime. Compilation time is treated as a static. Compilation time is treated as what? A static. Execution time, runtime is treated as a dynamic. Yes, sir. All of you getting my point or not? Static is what? Compilation time is treated as a static, and execution time is treated as what? No, runtime. Yes, sir. Got my point or not? Now observe this clearly. All of you observe carefully. If any programming language allows memory allocation for the primitive data types at a compilation time, at a static time, if any programming language is performing memory allocation at a compilation time, at a static time, that programming language is called as what now? Static programming language. If any programming language allowing memory allocation at a runtime, at a dynamic time, at a execution time, then that programming language is called as what now? Dynamic programming language. If in any programming language, if the memory allocation is going on at compilation time, that programming language is a static programming language. If any programming language performing memory allocation for the data at a runtime, not at compilation time, skipping at compilation time, providing memory allocation at runtime, then that programming language is what? No, dynamic programming language. Yes, sir. All of you are getting it or not? Okay, sir. Now I have a doubt, sir. Okay, memory allocation for the primitive data at compilation time, static programming language, memory allocation for the primitive data type at runtime, dynamic programming language, that I understood clearly. That's okay, fine. But what is this primitive data, sir? That I want to know. What is this memory allocation and what is this primitive data? Just 2 minutes of time. All of you listen carefully. 2 minutes of time. Guys, I have an intersection int I is equal to 10. All of you now tell me, guys, what is this int actually? Integer, some of you know. Okay, it's a data type. Am I right or not? What is this I actually? Variable. Okay. What is this equal actually? Operator, assignment operator. What is this 10 actually? Constant. In other words, we can say this is a data. The 10 is what? Data. Data. Okay, fine. The semicolon with the terminator for our intersection. Terminating our intersection. That line will be terminated with semicolon. That's okay. Here my point is, in this particular statement, what is data actually? What is data? 10 is the data. Am I right or not? What is data here? 10 is the data. Clear or not? Okay. The 10 data will be stored in a variable I or not? 10 data will be stored in a variable I or not? The word stored in a variable I or not? If you want to store data, memory allocation is required or not? Memory will be required or not? Come on, guys. Now tell me. Memory will be required or not? Yes, memory is required. That means memory block must be assigned to the variable I in order to store 10. That means in memory, what is going to be happen? I variable will have 2 bytes of memory. In 2 bytes of memory, the data 10 is going to be stored. I variable will have 2 bytes of memory. In the 2 bytes of memory, the data 10 will be stored. That is going to be happen internally. So now tell me, memory allocation is provided or not? Now tell me, how many bytes of memory is allocated? How many bytes of memory is allocated? Tell me. 2 bytes of memory. Am I right or not? How, sir? How can you say 2 bytes of memory? You said to me 2 bytes of memory directly, but how can you decide it's a 2 bytes of memory? Whether it is a 2 bytes of memory or 1 byte of memory or 10 bytes of memory, that is decided by what? That is decided by data type or not? That is decided by data type or not? Okay, data type is required. Data type is required or not to assign a memory block now? Okay, there are 2 types of data types in general. 2 types of data types are existed in general. What are the 2 types of data types? No, primitive data types and user defined data types. We don't require user defined data types as of now. Leave it. Primitive data types only here we require. What is primitive data type? Exactly. What is the meaning of primitive data type? All of you observe carefully. Integer, long, float, double, boolean, character. These are the common primitive data types in all programming languages. Of course, in Java, byte, short, two more are existed. In Java, overall 8 number of primitive data types are available. In Java, overall, how many primitive data types are available? 8 primitive data types are available. What are these 8 number of primitive data types now? Byte, short, int, long, float, double, boolean, character. How many data types, how many primitive data types are available in Java? 8. What are these 8 primitive data types now? Byte, short, int, long, float, double, boolean, character. For all these primitive data types, if the memory is allocated at compilation time, that programming language is called as what? Static programming language. For all these primitive data types, if the memory is allocated at runtime, then the programming language is what? Dynamic programming language. Can you tell me the example for static programming languages? No. C and C++. In C and C++, memory will be allocated for primitive data types at a compilation time only. Can you tell me the example for dynamic programming language? No. Java. In the case of Java, memory will be allocated for primitive data types at what time? Can no? Runtime. Tell me guys, in the differences between Java and others, one difference we completed. Tell me what is the first difference we completed now? Tell me. C and C++ are what? Static programming languages, but Java is what? Dynamic programming language. How can you say C and C++ are static programming languages? In C and C++, memory will be allocated for primitive data types at what time? Compilation time. But Java is a dynamic programming language. How? In the case of Java applications, memory will be allocated for primitive data types at what time? Runtime. So Java is what? Dynamic programming language. How many number of primitive data types are available? 8. Tell me what are the 8 number of primitive data types now? Blah, 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 blah. Completed. Byte, short, int, long, float, double, boolean, character. That's it. These are the 8 number of primitive data types. Okay. That's all guys. Now this is somewhat information. Then we started technically difference between Java and others, and more technical content we are going to understand. Tomorrow's class is very, very, very important. I'm going to talk about pre-processor and platform dependency and platform independency. So the total content is very, very important, and don't miss out the tomorrow session. Even if it is possible, everybody has to attend for tomorrow session. If it is possible, we can call your friends also tomorrow session. Definitely somewhat more internal concepts I'm going to talk there, but interesting concepts I will discuss there and tomorrow. Tomorrow's class is hard to for the differences between Java and others. So don't miss out the tomorrow's class. All of you are getting clarity or not? That's all guys, that's all for today, and we'll meet on tomorrow. Tomorrow exactly at what time? 10 o'clock. After 10 days after, at what time I'm going to take your classes? No, 8:30. This is clear information for all of you guys. Thank you, thanks a lot. We'll meet on tomorrow. I till now do not know timings of different batches. Please let us know. Nitish Patnaik, I'm telling you clearly, at Durgasoft, morning 7 o'clock to almost morning 6 o'clock to night 11 o'clock batches are going on. Okay, then which package you have taken? In that package, whatever the course are available, that course are going to be started right from morning 6 o'clock to night 11 o'clock. Okay, so you can attend as per our comfortable time. But core Java and advanced Java timings are fixed. Core Java is 8:30 to 10 o'clock, and advanced Java is like what now at morning 7 to 8:30. So these two timings are fixed, and Java stream will be going on in these two particular timings. I'm confirming it. 8:30 to 10 o'clock core Java and 7 to 8:30 morning advanced Java. Then one after another, all courses are going to be completed related to Java in this timing. Okay, remaining courses, Oracle maybe, or testing tools maybe, or like UI maybe, are going on at different timings there. So as per our comfortable time, when the batches are going to be started, then we can attend for these sessions. Nitish, understand what I'm telling them? Okay, this is one thing. Yeah, Dilip, yeah, nice. After long time. Yeah. Nice, Dilip. Even I too. Guys, anything else? Anything else, guys? And so we have to attend core and advanced at the same time. Yes, exactly. This is 8:30 to 10 o'clock, and after 40 days of time, I'll start advanced Java at 7 to 8:30. Okay. Then remaining courses are going to be start right from morning to evening at any time as per our comfortable. You can attend for these classes. Yeah, Dilip, thank you. Yeah, because of that Corona, I stopped these classes. Now at present, it's okay. Then almost 1.5 year of gap I have there. Yeah, now it's okay. It's going on good. Thank you, Dilip. Thank you. Mm. Okay. Yes, yes. Yes, see, one thing I'm telling to you guys, maybe today or tomorrow, whatever it may be, even before joining the company or after joining with the company, everybody has to complete a full stack Java. Why? Because nowadays every company is looking for full stack Java developer. Understand it clearly. So maybe then today might be you may join with 1 or 2 courses, no, but definitely situation will come to you. You have to complete the full stack Java. Why? Because in full stack Java, what's going to be happen? Single developer must involved in all the phase of the project. The same companies are expecting the same thing from the developers nowadays. So there is no separate testing team. There is no separate like UI team. The same developer has to do that UI part and Java. That means middleware part and testing part and everything the developer has to do. That is a strategy what companies are maintaining at present. So because of that reason, nowadays every company is looking for full stack Java developers. So my option is the full stack Java is best at present. Yeah, that's what I'm telling there. See, even after joining in our company, also you have to continue your learning process. So definitely, then see, whatever the content you want to learn, that you have to learn before joining with the company. Once you join with the company, you may not have time to learn the content now. In the company, now, as a corporate training, it may be 2 days core Java, 2 days advanced Java, then 2 days Spring Framework. What you are going to understand? Just they used to give only guidelines. That's it. They're not going to teach anything more depth. But that may not be sufficient for you to understand and to do the projects. But as per their responsibility, they want to give some training. Then 8 hours per day, 2 days of time, 16 hours, complete core Java. But even my introductions are not sufficient. 2 days of time might be 8 hours of time or 10 hours of time. Introductions are not going to be completed. Okay, that's the problem there. See, once you join with the company, learning a process may be a bit difficult. So before that, you have to learn more. But once you join with the company, you have to assign a morning at least 2 slots or one slot of time for learning process. Your learning should be next 1 year. Yeah, of course, that process will be available. Just we can talk at our office there. That people will give switching on all these things. Okay, fine. We can talk with our office. Their OBSR is available. Is our admin there? Then he will give much clarity on it. Okay, fine. In this course project, no. See what I'm telling there. At a core Java, it's a normal basics only. The things are going on. You may not expect any good project at the core Java. But when we go for advanced Java onwards on every topic, I used to maintain some project kind of implementation only. Mini projects I used to do for every topic. For example, in servlets might be forward mechanism available, and only one particular forward mechanism. I used to prepare a project which contains nearly 1,500 lines of code. That UI part and servlets part and database interactions, then total layers of this enterprise application. In that way, we are planning. So with this knowledge, if you go for a project there, main project in our companies there, you will not get any difficulty for that. Easily we can prepare the project. That means that hands-on experience is going on every topic. If you go for Spring Framework, every time we used to take minimum 1,000 lines of code project. On every topic, we used to take a project reflecting the same topic. In that way, we are planning there. And if you practice all these concepts, no, when we go for companies, then your job will be very easy, not all difficult. So full stack job is always good. Yeah, sure. Yeah, of course. So today we started the core Java, then the core Java, next advanced Java, then full stack. Remaining courses are going to be started one by one clearly. So 6 to 7 months of time, minimum 7 months of time will take for full stack Java. Why? Because nearly 13 courses I have to teach. Even up to Java part I will take, no. Remaining Oracle or maybe testing tools or some other trainers will take the responsibility. Database Oracle is required. Oracle is mandatory. Yeah, only. In full stack Oracle is there. And hmm, at the end we will plan for a project. Last see, I'm not having any specific plan for that actually. For example, advanced if I complete, one separate mini project I want to complete on that advantage what you learn. Spring if we complete. On the basis of Spring, I'm preparing. That means at the end of your course there, you may have nearly 5 to 6 mini projects you are able to complete, depending on the technology. So no, then we are not going to take any real-time project. Then how it is possible? No, not possible. Yeah, definitely one particular project. Definitely will get it. Sure. Yeah. Sure, definitely. లేదు నేను ఇస్తాను మీకు కాంటెంట్ ఇంకా నేను ఇంకేం టైప్ చేయలేదు. జావా హిస్టరీ ఏం అవసరం లేదు. ఇప్పుడు డిఫరెన్స్ బిట్వీన్ జావా ఇక్కడ నుంచి నేను టైప్ చేస్తాను నోట్స్. మీరు డైరెక్ట్ రన్నింగ్ నోట్స్ కావచ్చు. అది బేసిక్స్ అండి. ఇది డెఫినెట్లీ బేసిక్స్. మీకు ఇది కూడా మెటీరియల్ నేను ఇస్తాను మీకు. ఆల్రెడీ మీకు దగ్గర 800+ పేజెస్ ఆఫ్ మెటీరియల్ ఉంది మన దగ్గర. మీకు హార్డ్ కాపీ వస్తుంది. ఆ హార్డ్ కాపీ మెటీరియల్లో మీకు ఈ కాంటెంట్ మొత్తం ఉంటుంది. మీరు రన్నింగ్ నోట్స్ రాసినా రాయకపోయినా సరే నేను చెప్పే ప్రతి పిన్ పాయింట్ కూడా మీకు ఆ మెటీరియల్లో ఉంటుంది. మెటీరియల్లో మీరు చెక్ చేసుకోవచ్చు. ఇంటికాడ మీరు ప్రాక్టీస్ చేసుకోవచ్చు. ఇబ్బంది లేదు. మోర్ ఓవర్ నేనేం చేస్తాను అంటే ఎక్కడైతే ఇంటర్వ్యూ క్వశ్చన్ వస్తుందో అక్కడ నేను క్లియర్గా రాస్తాను. క్వశ్చన్, ఇంటర్వ్యూ క్వశ్చన్ అండ్ ఆన్సర్ అని ఇక్కడ రాస్తా, టైప్ చేస్తాను. యాస్టీస్ అది మెటీరియల్ కూడా ఉంటుంది. మీరు క్లాస్కి వచ్చి ఆరామ్గా వినండి చాలు. అవును. లేదు, అందుకోసం మీకోసమే మళ్ళీ ప్రిమిటివ్ డేటా చెప్తుంది. అసలు పట్టించుకోదు, ఏం అవసరం లేదు. అయిపోతుంది. అయ్యో రేపని ఇప్పిస్తాం మీకు, తీసేసుకోవడమే. అది కాకపోతే 800+ పేజెస్ ఉంటుంది. మామూలుగా ఛార్జ్ చేస్తారు 400 చేంజ్ ఎంత ఉందో ఒకసారి కనుక్కోండి. అది అట్లానే ఇచ్చే ప్రజెంట్ ఫుల్ స్టాక్ కాదు, అది ఓన్లీ కోర్ జావా మెటీరియల్. ఓన్లీ కోర్ జావా 800+ పేజెస్ ఉన్నాయి. అప్పుడు మీకు జావా 18 వర్షన్ చెప్పాలి. ఏంటది మెటీరియల్ రేపు వస్తాయా? రేపు తీసుకోవచ్చు, ఈరోజు లేవు. డేటా టైప్ అండి, వేరియబుల్, ఆపరేటర్, కాన్స్టెంట్. డేటా అనొచ్చు, కాన్స్టెంట్ అనొచ్చు, రెండు. సెమీ కోలన్, టెర్మినేటర్, ఒక ఇన్స్ట్రక్షన్ కంప్లీట్ అయింది. Guys, and soft copy will be provided to you by our admin people. Just one time contact with your admin people. They'll provide soft copy. No, they'll provide soft copy. Okay. వస్తుంది. కోర్సెస్ అయిపోయి మొత్తం 1 by మీరు ఏ కోర్సెస్ స్టార్ట్ చేస్తారో ఆ కోర్స్ మెటీరియల్ వస్తుంది. ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ కోర్ జావా స్టార్ట్ అయితే కోర్ జావా వచ్చేస్తారు. అడ్వాన్స్ స్టార్ట్ అడ్వాన్స్ జావా ఇస్తాం. జియో స్టార్ట్ అయితే జియో, అరకిల్ స్టార్ట్ అరకిల్ ఇస్తాం. ఇంకా దానిలో జావా 14 వర్షన్ వరకే ఉంది. ఇంకా 15, 16, 17 నేను మళ్ళీ హ్యాండ్ ఓవర్స్ ఇవ్వాలి. అంటే అరౌండ్ 1000 పేజెస్ ఉంటుంది మీకు. అంటే ఇక్కడ డిఫికల్ట్ కాదు, అది రిప్రజెంటేషన్ 1100 పేజెస్ ఉన్నది, డీటెయిల్ కంప్లీట్ ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్. నేను ఇక్కడ చెప్పినట్టుగా మీరు మెట్లు కనుక చూస్తే మర్చిపోరు మీరు ఇంకా కాంటెంట్. అది దానికోసం ఇస్తుంది. మీరు క్లాసెస్ మార్నింగ్ మొత్తం క్లాసెస్ పెట్టుకోండి, ఈవినింగ్ మొత్తం ప్రిపరేషన్ పెట్టుకోండి. ఇక్కడ 2 to 3 క్లాస్ అటెండ్ అయిపోండి. ఇంటికి వెళ్ళిపోయి మొత్తం ప్రాక్టీస్, మొత్తం ఒకసారి మెటీరియల్స్ ఓపెన్ చేయండి. మీకు పాయింట్ మీకు తెలుసు, నోట్స్లో రాసుకునేది ఉంటుంది అట్లీస్ట్ టాపిక్ ఏమన్నా, అవి చూస్తే దానిలో ఏం చదివి ప్రిపేర్ అవ్వండి. ఒకసారి చూస్తారు, క్లాస్ అనేది ఉంటుంది, చూస్తారు, క్లారిటీ వస్తుంది, మూసేయండి. పేపర్ తీసుకొని రాయండి, ఏం జరుగుతుంది. ప్రోగ్రామ్ ఉంటే తీసేసేయండి, ప్రోగ్రామ్ మీ ఓన్గా రాయండి. మీ ఓన్గా రాసేటప్పుడు మిస్ అయింది లింక్ ఎక్కడో చోట, అప్పుడు మెటీరియల్ చూడండి, మళ్ళీ రాయండి. మళ్ళీ మిస్ అయింది, మళ్ళీ చూడండి, మళ్ళీ రాయండి. మీన్ వల్ల నేను వీడియో సపోర్ట్ ఇస్తున్నా, వీడియో చూడండి. రాలేదంటే వీడియో ఎక్స్ప్లెనేషన్ కావాలి, ఇంకేదైనా కావాలంటే వీడియో చూడండి. అయిపోయిన తర్వాత మళ్ళీ రాయండి, డెఫినెట్గా రాస్తారు. అయిపోయింది, అయిపోయిన నెక్స్ట్ డెఫినెట్గా క్వశ్చన్స్ అడిగేది థియరీ మీద వస్తే, ప్రాక్టికల్ వస్తాయి, రెండింటి మీద వస్తాయి. అంటే ఒకటి ఇక్కడ ప్రాక్టికల్కి వెళ్ళాలంటే డైరెక్ట్ పాసిబిలిటీ ఉండదు. ఫస్ట్ దాని గ్రౌండ్ మొత్తం క్లియర్గా మీకు తెలియాలి, తెలిసిన తర్వాతే ప్రోగ్రామ్ వస్తుంది. ప్రోగ్రామ్ రాయడం నథింగ్. ఇప్పుడు ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ మీరు ఎట్లా ఉంటుందండి, ఇదంతా కూడా మ్యాథమెటిక్స్ ఉన్నాయి, బేసిక్ ఆపరేషన్స్, టేబుల్స్ ఇవన్నీ నేర్చుకుంటేనే కదా పెద్ద పెద్ద క్యాలిక్యులేషన్ చేయగలుగుతాం. మ్యాథమెటిక్స్ చేయడం డెడ్ ఈజీ, కానీ దాని లాజిక్ తెలుసుకోవడమే ఇంపార్టెంట్. ఇక్కడ కూడా ఆ లాజిక్ అనేది థియరీలో కవర్ అయిపోతుంది మనకి. అండర్స్టాండ్? దెన్ ఇఫ్ యూ అండర్స్టాండ్ ద ఫండమెంటల్స్, then the remaining programming part will be very easy. So programming part will come from theory only. Without theory, no programming, no practical. So practicals are programming and everything will come from theory, on the basis of theory only. If we clear at theory, then programming part very simple. Even not only here, not only in the case of Java, in any programming language, theory must be required. If we are strong at theoretical, Automatically programming part is becoming as very simple. For example, if I write a program, class test, public static void means string array, args, not outed me hello world. What is class? What is public? What is static? What is void? What is main? What is system? Everything will come related to theory. If you know all these things are theoretical, then this program will be very simple. Theoretical is understanding purpose. Yeah, sure. Yeah, sure, sure. Material. If you see that material, you'll get complete clarity. So first of all, come out from that fear what you're having. So nothing is after all Java. Don't think it's Java in a big hole. The point is, what I'm telling to you. One thing I'm telling to you, know, what you completed. What is your academic background? BCom. How many exams you complete as of now? Up to now. How many exams you completed up to now? Right from your childhood, nearly 75. 10th class onwards, 75 to 80 exams we completed. 75 to exam. What is your total percentage of the score? 54% in our last academic, right? And before that, 10th class, all are 54, 54, 54 or 60. Okay, okay. So your winning percentage will be 60 overall in your life. Okay, 75 exams you completed with 60 percentage. No, after all Java, your winning chances will be 60 percentage. If I take an aggregate, if you do hard, more work on it, then it will be increased. So chances will be more. That's it. That's the calculation. స్టార్టింగ్ లో తప్పదు, కొన్ని రోజులు స్టార్టింగ్ లో తప్పదు. ఎందుకంటే ఈ ప్రోగ్రామింగ్ అండ్ ఎవ్రీథింగ్ ఈజ్ టోటలీ ఆన్ ద టాప్ ఆఫ్ థియరీ ఓన్లీ. సో ఈవెన్ మై అప్రోచ్ ఇస్ ఆల్సో ఫస్ట్ ఐ హ్యావ్ టు మేక్ యూ టు స్ట్రాంగ్ ఇన్ థియరీ, then after that I'll make you to practice more. So if you want to do more programming, then more theory we require. Every definition, reasons, internal reasons and everything must come from theory only. That's it. నేను చెప్తానండి మీకు అవసరమైనంత వరకు నేను చెప్తాను. దాని 2.5 to 3 minimum, 3 months minimum. Yeah, even up to few classes only. Classes are going on from Monday to Saturday. Once if I start object orientation, from that point onwards on Sundays also we are going to have sessions. Sundays more or long sessions, 4 hours or 5 hours like that. I'll plan for it. I'll give schedule, pre-schedule I'll provide. On Wednesday or Thursday I will give schedule for the next Sunday. Then by that you have to come for the classes. That is afternoon. Then morning time your schedules. I'll stop all other classes at Sunday. I'll take your class only on Sunday. Maybe 8:30 to up to 1 o'clock or 12 o'clock. I'll plan for it. In every 2 hours I'll give a break, 10 to 15 minutes break, and then I'll manage the class environment. Don't worry for that. How to then how to teach, then how to give content to in your mind, I will take the responsibility. Don't go for it. No, that's your responsibility. Then getting job is depending on 70% is on you. Your job depends on 70% effort from you, 30% effort from my side. In 30%, 100% I will give information, but in 70% how much you are doing, that depends on you. That's why I'm not conducting any job guarantee program here. Job guarantee program needs a 70% effort from your side, but how can I give guarantee on your effort? But from my side 30% effort, 100% I will deliver. Why? Because I'm not teaching to you only, I'm teaching to everybody. So from my side work will be perfect, but I'm doubtful about your work. If you are not working properly, how it is possible for me to give your job guarantee? Somewhat I'm not believing that statement. Actually outside also it's going on, not believing. That's why I'm not allowing to conduct the job guarantee program. A number of opportunities are available for me to conduct the job guarantee programs here, but I'm doubtful about that process. I'm not having confidence on it. So that's why job oriented program I'm able to plan, but I'm not giving any guarantee for our job. But I'm conducting number of drives from companies here. I'm inviting number of companies to come here and to conduct the drives at Durgasoft. But through the drives also you are going to be selected. Not only here. But my principle is not only at Durgasoft, even if you are attending interviews at outside, you have to be selected. So, but I will give confidence up to 80%. For every 100 members, 80% of the people will selected. For every 100 members, 80 members will get jobs, sure. But either through Durgasoft platform or through outside companies, interviews, walk-ins, whatever it may be, but for every 100 members, 80 members will be selected. I'm sure about it. But I'm not giving that guarantee. That depends on you. If you work hard, easily we will get job. If you are not working hard, lately you will get job. But at the end, everybody will get job. Maybe 1 month after, or maybe 5 months after, or 1 year after. That depends. Yes. Thank you. Thank you. 2000. Yeah, nice. Okay. See, one thing I'm telling there, with our classes, you can keep 4 to 5 years of experience max. More than 5 years of experience is not suggestible. Okay, you are unable to manage in the company, even if you keep that more than 5 years. But 3 years is a comfort, more comfort. Last 3 years of time, we can give some experience. Then 19 in the sense 20, 21, 22. I think it's sufficient, right? And by completing this course, might be maybe 2.5 to 3 years of experience you have to put there. You can put 3 years of experience. Is more three less than 3 years of experience is equal to fresher. Knowledge point of view, company's point of view. Last 2 years or 2.5 years of experience we can put. You may get number of calls there. The first 1 year of time you might be give some reason there to that interview. You have to give some reason there. Uh, sure, definitely, definitely. Yeah. You can give that reasons. See, interview required what information, what you are doing at present. Are you vacant or are you doing any work at companies? That's enough. If you are working at some other company there, and they'll give feedback about you from the respective company, that is through consultancies or whatever it may be. So they will not, what I'm telling there, they will not check out your starting career and everything. Your academics also be hide it if you are keeping some experience. So give the 2 or 3 years of experience, whatever what you want there in your resume. Automatically your academic style at before 2 years what you have done, that everything is not required to that interview. Interview will think about what you are doing at present. You are working at some companies or not. If you are working at some company, they will check in that point of view. If you are giving proper answers, then definitely you will be selected with that company. That's it. Thank you. And ఏ కంపెనీ అని ఓకే కాన్ఫిగరేషన్ 8 GB ర్యామ్ మినిమం తీసేసుకోండి. నాకు తెలుసు అన్ని కూడా 8 GB ర్యామ్స్ ఉన్నాయి ఇప్పుడునే. i5 ప్రాసెసర్, 10th generation or 11th generation is okay. 1 TB hard disk. SSD, if it is possible, better to maintain at least 156 SSD for C drive or 256 SSD. Okay, that's enough. Remaining things you can. 8 GB RAM, sir. Mainly 8 GB RAM. Yeah. I'll give, sir. I will conduct one session for that resume preparation. Don't worry for that. When time comes, definitely I will take one session for that. Then what you have to include, then what you have to. I will give some sample resumes also to all of you. So with that, we are able to understand. Otherwise, I'll bring one HR person from the company here. He will take the session for all of you. The HR people will get more clarity on it. By seeing your resume itself, they will identify whether you are the real person or fake person. Don't worry for that. I will take the responsibility. Sure. Right.
My brother is coming 8:30 by
Hmm.
tomorrow you are saying some task.
What I have sent the task. Yesterday I exam we conducted yesterday. Not tomorrow. Yesterday I conducted exam already. Some people have come here and they asked. Papers are not distributed. Just we used to provide results on notice board. Notice board you can check at notice board. There results are available. Name and marks. How many marks we got there? Then for you I will conduct separate exam there. By the time you will get question paper. Don't worry. Like, ma'am. Okay. Okay. He's working on banking side. That's okay. Technology or testing or development side. Development on. Nice. Yeah. First get some information about his work experience and all. Then I will talk. On which technology you worked there at present, development side, and which technology, what do you want to change? That get some information, then I will suggest. Sure. Thank you. After this introduction part, sir, differences between Java and others and Java features, maybe max this week. After this week, next week you will start programming part. No, up to Saturday. Monday onwards, maybe programming part I'll start. Sure. Not immediately. After a few days of time, maybe when I start object orientation, from that point onwards, I'll conduct class on Sunday. Sure. Not like the topics wise, I'll conduct. Don't worry. Yeah, when I complete introduction part, అయిపోద్ది. లేదు. ఎట్లా గెలవాలో కూడా చెప్తా. ఇదే పేపర్ నిన్న ఎగ్జామ్ పెట్టాం. ఇది ఎంతవరకు అంటే జస్ట్ ఇక్కడ ఈ జావా నేమింగ్ ప్రీవియస్ జావా నేమింగ్ కన్వెన్షన్స్ లేదు. అప్పుడు ఈ 4 టాపిక్స్ మీద పెట్టాను. నియర్ 30 క్వశ్చన్స్. సో ఈ పేపర్ యాస్టీస్ మీరు కంప్లీట్ చేస్తే ఆ టాపిక్ మళ్ళీ ఇంకా మీరు చదవాల్సిన పని లేదు. అయిపోద్ది. నేను అట్లా ప్లాన్ చేస్తాను. మీకు ఇబ్బంది లేదు. మీకు ఈవెన్ ఇఫ్ ఇట్ ఈస్ పాసిబుల్ ఐ కండక్ట్ సమ్ మాక్ ఇంటర్వ్యూస్ ఆల్సో ఫర్ యూ. I'll bring some people from company, then I'll assign them to take mock interviews. So better, I'm planning for that. Okay, but that will be happen at the end of the course, not immediately. 100%. ఏముందండి, ఇప్పుడు నేను ఇక్కడ కూర్చొని చెప్తున్నాను, నాకేముండదు. మీరు జాబ్ వచ్చి నా దగ్గరికి వస్తే నేను హ్యాపీ కదా. ఇప్పుడు నేను ఇంత కష్టపడి మీరు ఇంత కష్టపడి చేసినా కూడా ఒకే ఒక టార్గెట్, అది మీకు జాబ్ వచ్చేదానికే, నాకు కాదు కదా. నాకు ఆల్రెడీ వెల్ సెటిల్, నా ప్రాబ్లం లేదు. బ్యాచ్ చెప్పదు, కూర్చుని ఇంటి దగ్గర కూర్చుంటాను, వేరే పని చేసుకుంటాను. కానీ ఇక్కడ పాయింట్ ఏంటంటే, దెన్ యూఆర్ కమింగ్ టు ద క్లాస్ బై పుట్టింగ్ సమ్ టైమ్, బై పుట్టింగ్ సమ్ మనీ, బై పుట్టింగ్ సమ్ ఎఫర్ట్స్, యూఆర్ కమింగ్ హియర్. సో యూ హ్యావ్ టు సాటిస్ఫై అండ్ హ్యావ్ టు గివ్ ద ప్రాపర్ గైడ్లైన్స్ టు యూ, that if I show right path to you, then you'll be success. Then from my side, I'll be okay. But from your side, how much you are going to be okay, that I'm thinking. But I need to have confidence. It's a matter of first 1 or 2 days of time. Then once if you are having journey up to 1 month of time, then I can have some expectations I'm going to have on you. Then by the time I can talk more about you. But maximum, whatever the things I'm going to be conducted at Durgasoft, and everything will be useful for the students only. That's it. Even I try to invite number of companies here, but people must come for the minimum qualification. Minimum qualification is what? Up to frameworks level. If you are at up to frameworks level, then we are going to have number of companies from my side also. That one also I'm planning actually. Don't worry for that. Yeah. Guys, and we are having placements now, but it will be like what now, offline test and all these things. Yeah, then I'll give intimation there when the things are going to be happen. Yeah, Dilip, and one time talk with Bhavani and she will give more clarity on it. ఓకే. ఫోటో తీసుకొచ్చారా? ఫోటో తెచ్చారా ఒకసారి? guys, anything else guys? Anything else? సార్ దీనికి ఒకసారి కోర్ జావ్ నా రెఫరెన్స్ మీద ఇచ్చేసండి. ఫోటో తీసుకొని కోర్ జావ్ ఇప్పించండి నా రెఫరెన్స్ మీద. చెప్పండి సార్తో వెళ్ళండి. Yeah, Nitish, what I'm telling there, see, as per the requirements of the companies, definitely we need full stack Java developers is demanded. Full stack Java developer is demanded in outside. But you are saying that then time complexity or timing problem there. But what I'm telling now, 8:30 to 10 o'clock is a permanent time for core Java, and morning 7 to 8:30 is a permanent time for advanced Java. Maybe next in between core and advanced, if I complete one thing, then immediately I will start Hibernate, then Spring Boot, microservices and web services. This part I will take at 2 slots, 7 to 8:30 and 8:30 to 10. That is fixed. But remaining schedules like what now, UI technologies or Aragil or maybe like DevOps, these things are going to be stored in the remaining timings then. In which time you are comfortable, you can attend for the classes in remaining time. But these 2 timings I'll fix for Java. Understand, Nitish? And remaining timings will be assigned for what? No, remaining courses there. That courses are going on morning 6 o'clock to night 11 o'clock. That course are going on. At any course in our comfortable time we can join. Okay, that is what exactly my plan at present. And moreover, I'm able to teach the total Java stream at present. The remaining part of the Java, remaining part will be like Aragil or testing tools, or maybe UI technologies, Angular or React, or maybe like what no DevOps. All the remaining courses are going to be happen at a different timings, not in these timings. Why? Because you must be busy with the Java in these timings. Parallelly, we have to attend for remaining courses up to 1 year of time. Time is available up to 1 year of time, and any time you can attend for these classes. We are giving such type of flexibility for the students. So you can plan for that. So that as for this, you can plan for this. But what I'm telling now, always full stack Java developer is more demanded in outside. Every company is looking for full stack Java developer. They are going to involve in all the stages of the project now. So because of that reason, companies are expecting full stack Java developers. So before joining with the company, if you are expecting full stack Java, if you completed full stack Java, then your resume will get more demand in the company. Will get more priority in our company process. Okay, check with that. This is an opinion from my side. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, Nitish. Guys. Anything else? Any members? Anything else? Akila, we can reach our office there. Then we can talk with our office, no, regarding these payments and all. Yeah. Do you provide placements? That means we used to conduct drives at our office. Yeah, we used to refer even online students also. We used to conduct the drives at our office there. We will share the details, that date and the time. Then all the details will share to everybody. By the time, if you are comfort, then you can come here and you can attend for it. Vidhi Gupta, right? Okay, check with that. తనకు నా రెఫరెన్స్ ఇచ్చాను సరిపోతుంది. Okay, okay. Anyway, then I will take your resume and we will forward that resume to the respective company. They will conduct the call. They will go for call and all. Vidhi Gupta. Then I will collect your resumes and I will send that resumes to the respective company. Whatever the company I'm getting there, I'll forward the resumes to that company and then they will move forward. Yeah, they will. They may go for their own process. They will call you and they will take maybe interviews through might be call or maybe something else. They will do that. Sadananda and core Java and advanced Java simultaneously in the sense parallelly only we are conducting there. But after this, after 1 month to 40 days of time, I will start advanced Java at 7 to 8:30 parallel to core Java. Within 40 days, core Java will not be completed. Okay, then why? Because then at present, then people are in core Java, they are understanding at basics only. Once that basics are completed, once whoops are completed, whoops and some other topics are completed, then I'll start advanced Java at 7 to 8:30 morning. But don't want to wait up to the time. Immediately want to start advanced Java in the sense, just you can reach out to our office there, then send a request mail to Durgasoft online training@gmail.com. Then our people will give schedules. Other trainers, advanced Java class are going to be happen. We can plan for them. But core Java I'm taking here. My advanced Java, if you are expecting there, it may take nearly 40 days of time. Then after that one, I can start advanced Java. Otherwise, you may not understand advanced Java. But still, if you want to go for advanced Java in our own way, that means you want to take these advanced Java classes immediately. Maybe at Durgasoft, some other trainers are taking advanced Java. Just one time, check for that information. Then you can join with that. Sadanand, thank you, thank you. Yeah, Vidhi ma'am. Vidhi ma'am, then please better to go for packages now, not like individual courses. Why? Because if you go with individual courses now, unnecessarily money will be waste. More amounts you have to pay. Why? Because all courses are individual in the sense full stack Java development nearly how much is the cost now? 85,000 nearly. If it is individual courses at full stack. If you go for packages now, then it will be reduced. So better to plan for packages. Or still you want to join with individual courses, then it's okay. Up to you, then you can join with that. Now I'm taking this core Java and next I'll plan for advanced Java after 1 month of time. But if you want to go for packages, no, you have to reach for the package immediately. Okay. Yeah, check with that. Thank you, thank you. Thank you guys. And anything else? Just want to confirm advanced Java also taught by you. Yes, exactly. Funny. I will take advanced Java classes. Up to Java stream, I will take guys. Core Java, advanced Java, Hibernate, Spring Boot, microservices, web services. This is my part in full stack Java. Aragil and UAPOD testing tools and like DevOps will be taken by some other people. If possible, I will take either of these courses also, but not confirmed there. But Java is confirmed with me. Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Funny. Right, guys. Anything else? Shall we meet on tomorrow? Tomorrow at 10 o'clock, guys. Thank you, Rajnikant. Thanks, Sadanand. Right, guys. And tomorrow we'll meet and at 10 o'clock. So tomorrow we'll check the remaining part. Tomorrow's class is important, guys. Don't miss the tomorrow's class. Okay. Thank you. Thanks a lot.